Hello students, welcome to mathematics class. Students, this is part 4 of the chapter Introduction to Graphs. In this part 4, we will revise coordinate system and plotting a linear graphs, and later based on the same concept we will solve the questions from exercise 15.2. This you are going to watch on 3rd February 2021. Now coming to the linear graphs. A line graph consists of bits of line segments joined consecutively. We have already drawn them and we will see some more. Sometimes the graph may be a whole unbroken line. This graph is called, so a whole unbroken line graph will be called as linear graph. To draw such a line, we need to locate some points on the graph sheet. See, locating points on the graph sheet is the very important skill which you have to master. We will now learn how to locate the points conveniently on a graph sheet. Children, as I said in the previous class, the founder of this concept is French mathematician called René Descartes. This 17th century mathematician is said to notice the movement of an insect near a corner of the ceiling and began to think of determining the position of a given point in a plane. His system of fixing a point with the help of two measurements, that is vertical and horizontal, came to be known as Cartesian. This is in the honor of Descartes. So, Cartesian system, or it is called coordinate system. Okay, it is called either Cartesian system or coordinate system. So, in the honor of René Descartes, coordinate system is labeled as or called as Cartesian system. So, we will use vertical, horizontal number lines and fix a point or locate a point on them. See children, coordinates. Suppose you go to an auditorium and search for your reserved seat, or in a film theatre you wanted to identify your seat. You need to know two important numbers. What are the two important numbers? That is row number and seat number. This is the basic method of fixing a point in a plane. For example, if you consider a graph sheet, we will draw a number line horizontally. We call it as x-axis. Vertically, we will draw another number line. We call it as y-axis. Remember children, both are perpendicular to each other. They are perpendicular to each other. And these are number lines. And the point of intersection of them is, I consider 0, since it is their number lines. So, I have all the positive numbers on x-axis. Normally, x-axis is represented as x dash x and y-axis is represented as y dash y. Now on this x-axis is small letter x I am using, and here capital X I said because it is a point. So point is represented with capital letters, a line is represented with the small letters, and y dash, which is a y axis. Now on x axis right side I have all right side of 0. We call this as origin. It is called as origin, O-R-I-G-I-N, origin. It is represented with the letter O where there is number 0. So right side of 0 on x axis I have all positive numbers, left side I have negative numbers. Above 0 on y axis I have all positive numbers, below 0 on y axis I have negative numbers. So coming to the now positive numbers I am showing here with the help of scale. One box or that one unit of graph as 1 I am showing numbers. So here is the origin and its coordinates are 0, 0. Children, what are these coordinates? What are these coordinates? Let me explain you. Coordinates are two numbers. One number corresponding to x axis, which we call it as x coordinate. Okay, number corresponding to x axis or a number on x axis, and another is a number on y axis or number corresponding to y axis. So we write this doublet form like first number comma second number within parenthesis. Okay, for example, if I show this point, you could see this point here on x axis. This point, if I take a perpendicular dropped from that point to x axis, what is this distance? This distance is 4. So that 4 I could see here on y axis. So the y axis, number corresponding to y axis, will come here as a y coordinate, and when I see how far it is from y axis, this 3 units, so that number I could see on x axis, I will call that as x coordinate. Remember children, very important, x coordinate is the perpendicular distance from the point to y axis. So from the point to y axis, whatever that perpendicular distance is given by x coordinate, and y coordinate is the perpendicular distance from the point to x axis. So the y coordinate, this number we could see as a perpendicular distance from the point to x axis. So you need to remember that. That's why I said x coordinate is a number on x axis and y coordinate is a number on y axis, but in fact they are perpendicular distance dropped from the point to the axis. Remember, plural of axis is axis. Axis. A-X-E-S. Axis. Now, you could see this is the perpendicular distance, and here is the perpendicular distance I have taken. Now, past the screen, you can note down important points, and this point is 3, 4. Okay, 3, 4. After you writing down the points, I will go for wiping off all this whatever I have written, and I will show you some important points. Students, now coming to the observe in figure how the point 3, 4, which 3 units from left edge and 4 units from the bottom edge is plotted on the graph sheet. The graph sheet itself is a square grid. We draw the x and y axis conveniently and fix the required point. 3 is called x coordinate of the point and 4 is called y coordinate of the point. We say that the coordinates of the point are 3, 4. Okay. Now, we will go for plotting the points on a graph sheet. Now, coming to the example number 3. Plot the point 4, 3 on a graph sheet. Is it the same as the point 3, 4 that which you have already plotted? Now, you need to take a graph sheet first, then draw x-axis, and then draw y-axis. See children, after drawing x-axis, y-axis which are perpendicular to each other, we will start plotting numbers since they are number lines. So, on y-axis I have taken positive numbers, on x-axis I have taken positive numbers, and I am showing you only this portion. Now, 4, 3. So, origin I have taken O 0, 0. Now, which is this point? 4, 3. And why I could say 4, 3? It is because the perpendicular distance from the point to x-axis is 3 units and the perpendicular distance from the point to y-axis is 4 units. So, 4, 3, a number corresponding to the x-axis is 4, a number corresponding to the y-axis is 3, and their perpendiculars there, if I draw, they meet at a point, this 4, 3. Let me say it is Q 4, 3. Now, I will take 3, 4, which is further point 3, 4. Are they same? No. So, they are not. No, they are not same. So, this is how we finally, after plotting, conclude our answer. So, solution is locate the x and y axis, they are actually number lines. Start at origin O 0, 0, move 4 units to the right, then move units 3 up. You reach 4, 3, and this is how explanation I am giving. You know how to plot. Let's go for next question number 4. See children, from figure, choose the letters that indicate the location of the points given below. So, here is the graph 2, 1, 0, 5, 2, 0. Where is 2, 1? I have to see 2, comma 1. So 2 corresponding x-axis I have got 2, corresponding y-axis 1. So 2 comma 1 is E. So I will say 2 comma 1 is E. Now 0 comma 5. So on x-axis 0 and on y-axis 5. So here remember children, very important, any point lying on y-axis will have its x coordinate as 0 compulsory and the y will be some non-zero number, like it is 0 comma 5 is the coordinates of the point B. Okay, they are the coordinates of the point B. Now 2 comma 0, 2 comma 0 will be a point number corresponding to the x-axis, that is 2, and number corresponding to y-axis is 0. Remember children, any point lying on x-axis will have its y coordinate is 0 and x coordinate will be non-zero number, that is here the coordinates of G, point G are 2 comma 0. So this the point Z. Now also write the coordinates of A and F. The coordinates of A, where is A? A is 4 comma 5, because on, if I drop a perpendicular from A to the axis, I could see y corresponding number is 4 and x corresponding number, y corresponding number, x corresponding number is, or x coordinate is 4 and y coordinate is 5. And for F is, where is F? F is here, and you could see here it is lying on x axis and definitely y coordinate is 0 and x coordinate is in between 5 and 6. It may be, I can say 5.5 or 5.5, comma 0 will be the coordinates of point F. Now moving further, example number 5. Plot the following points and verify if they lie on a same line or not. If they lie on a same line, name it. Now first one, there are 4 sub questions. I have taken first 2 sub questions first. Now I have taken graph sheet and drawn x axis and y axis, shown numbers on it. After showing numbers on it, I have taken 0 comma 2. 0 comma 2 lies on, all these points have got their x coordinates as 0, so they lie on y axis. Okay, all points lie on y axis. So 0 comma 2, 0 comma 5, 0 comma 6 and 0 comma 3.5. I say this is y axis. So is y axis. Then next question number 2. After plotting points on graph sheet, I mean x axis, y axis, after showing them 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4. Now they are all lying on same line. So I say first they are lying on the same line. Now you can name it as, if you draw a line here passing through them, we can say a line AD, or we can say line AB, or we can say line AC, and there are so many possible ways of naming it, you know that. Next, coming to the question number 3. I need to show points K, L, M, N. So for that I have taken a graph sheet, plotted the points. First K 1 comma 3, L 2 comma 3, M 3 comma 3, N 4 comma 3. Now you could see all points lying on same line. So I'll answer first yes, and their name will be Either you can call it as line KM or line KL. Choice is yours. You can name in so many ways. Okay. Then further coming to the question number 4. Here we have got W, X, Y, Z to be shown. So for them I am taking graph sheet, making coordinates on it. After making coordinate axis, first I took a point W 2, 6, then 3, 5 X, then 5, 3 Y, then 6, 2 Z. See, can I say all they are lying on a same line? Yes, children, we can say. How can we say? Because if you draw a line, that line passes through all 4 points. Therefore, I will answer first. Yes, they are lying on a same line. After that, their name I can say as a WZ line, or with any other name we can name it. Note here that in each of the above cases, graphs obtained by joining the plotted points So these points are giving lines. Such graphs are called linear graphs. Okay. Now children, will get into the solving exercise, questions of 15.2. In 15.2, question number 1 I am giving as a homework for you. Why? Because we have already done just now here representing on a graph sheet these points and verifying that they lie on a line or not. Okay. So this is the work of yours. Then question number 2. Here I will discuss question number 2 onwards. Draw a line passing through 2, 3 and 3, 2. Find the coordinates of the points at which this line meets x axis and y axis. So for that, after plotted, I draw coordinates on graph sheet. So first point 2, 3, I named it as A. Then another point I have got 3, 2, I named it as 3, 2 will be named as B. Now I am drawing a line passing through them. Now that line, if I extend, it will intersect both the x axis and y axis. Now tell me, what are the coordinates of that? See children, very sure that here a point lying on x axis will have its y coordinate 0 and x coordinate I have to identify. It is cutting at 5, so it is 5, 0. Here any point lying on y axis will have its x coordinate 0 and this line is passing through the number 5 of the y axis. So 0, 5 will be this point. Now watch it. Here I am showing point and its name is x 0, 5. Here I am showing point y 5, 0. Okay. Now let's get into the another question. Write the coordinates of the vertices of each of these adjoining figure. First one. See, this is the graph, figure shown here. First O 0, 0, A, y coordinate is 2, x coordinate is 2, y coordinate is 0 because it is lying on x axis. Then B, it is 2, 3. Then C is lying on y axis, definitely its x coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is 3 now. Next, so O, A, B, C, that is a rectangle, finished. Now we will go for P, Q, R, S, where P, it's a parallelogram. First of all, P I am writing P 4, 3. Next Q 6, 1. Next R are here 6 comma 5. Next S is 4 comma 7. So it's a parallelogram first of all. Next we'll go for LKM, triangle. L y x coordinate is 7, y coordinate is also 7 comma 7. Now K, x coordinate is 10, y coordinate is 5, so 10 comma 5. M, x coordinate is 10, y coordinate is 8, so 10 comma 8. So it's a triangle. So this is how I labeled or gave coordinates for each of the points shown here as the vertices of the figures: rectangle, parallelogram, triangle. Okay. Next, moving to the question number 4. State whether true or false. Correct that are false. Correct that are false means you need to observe whether the statement is true or false and say it. A point whose x coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is non-zero, that means x coordinate is 0, y coordinate is some number, maybe you can say let us say 5. So non-zero, y coordinate is non-zero, will lie on y axis. Lie on y axis. Is it true? Yes, it is absolutely true. So if x coordinate is 0, then definitely it lies on y axis. In your class 9th and 10th, you will be learning equation of y axis as equation of y axis. For that reason is x equal to 0. Very important bit in class 10th. Equation of y axis is x equal to 10. For that reason only, every point lying on y axis will have its x coordinate is 0. That's why its equation became x equal to 0. So moving to the another point, a point whose y coordinate is 0 and x coordinate is 5. Now it is 5 comma 0, will lie on y axis. So it is false. Just now we said it's supposed to lie on x axis. Okay children. Next, the coordinates of the origin are 0 comma 0, true. We have been doing it, and here I am giving further equation of x axis is y equals to 0, because any point lying on x axis will have its y coordinate as 0. So these are important bits for class 10th. Okay. Anyways, with this I have completed all the exercise questions of 15.2. Take care of yourself. Jai Hind. Thank you.